Okay, so for those of you who don't know what's going on, some girls have dressed up in kimonos to take photos in the park. Okay, that's quite common. Kimonos are pretty, they look nice as far as traditional clothing are concerned. By the way, they've got nothing to do with war. Okay?
Yeah, I don't think so. Unless the Japanese soldiers wore kimonos.
Yeah, war kimonos.
When they were dropping the planes.
Seriously, like they're jumping out, like paratrooping in war kimonos. And
the parachutes, the kimono
it is the kimono. That like bow on the back's actually a parachute.
Yeah.
Yeah, so of course there's massive racism and discrimination against Japanese people in China. And the reason being, of course, the atrocities that the Japanese committed during World War II. And no one can deny that was awful.
Yeah.
But to attack and harass and verbally like chase off young women who just want to dress in a kimono and take some photos.
They want.
It's awful. Now, if they were wearing a Japanese Imperial Army uniform, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay? It's the same as in the West. You can wear one of those German lederhosen things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and go do
sure.
your Oompa Loompa stuff.
Yeah, I've seen that.
You see that. Like,
we have some of that stuff.
And that like feather in a cap.
Yeah.
D-Woodies or whatever.
D-Woodies!
Yeah, exactly. Dude, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Anyway, you can look up D-Woodies if you want to have a laugh. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with the traditional German lederhosen, okay? Or you go like Oktoberfest and you got the Bavarian, breast ladies with beer.
Yeah.
That's
breast
fine.
ladies.
Well, what else? What would you call them?
Beer maidens.
Come on.
Breast
They're pretty much just breast ladies.
What is a breast lady?
It's a person from Bavaria that serves beer.
There's no breasts in the description from you.
It's just breast ladies.
Just breast ladies. Okay, breast ladies.
Yeah.
Serving their jugs of beer.
Absolutely.
Sloshing them around.
Yeah, exactly. In the schloss.
In the schloss.
Anyway, you can wear all this stuff. No one's going to bat an eyelid. No one's going to be like, World War II Hitler.
You can be a weird lederhosen Oompa Loompa guy, and you can be a breast lady. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's fine. But if you walked in goose-stepping wearing a Nazi uniform, people would literally beat you up.
Yes.
Right? And they should.
And here's where you got to draw the line. Okay? There's nothing wrong with Japanese culture.
Yes.
There's something wrong with the Japanese Imperial Army and the disgusting things that they did during World War II and prior to that. But traditional culture, like wearing a freaking kimono or sushi or something like that, it's not something egregious that needs to be beaten and attacked.
Nope.
Just like there's nothing wrong with German culture. It's fantastic. There's a lot about Germany which is amazing.
Breast ladies are great.
Yeah, absolutely. You can quote me on that.
Yeah. Breast ladies are great.
They are. They're great. Those Bavarian breast ladies, there's nothing better in the world.
Breast ladies.
I mean, come on, dude.
It's one word.
Exactly.
In German, it's like, I'm going to look it up.
It's going to be like Borstfräulein or something,
Breast lady.
Yeah, what would that be?
I'm not going to look up the real name. I'm actually just going to look up breast lady.
I mean, like, you've all seen that. What is it?
I'm
you got to choose German.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
It's Brustdame.
Brustdame. Is it? Yeah.
Brustdame.
Okay, so Brustdame bringing you your big thing of ale or whatever.
In the Schloss.
In the Schloss. Okay, that's culture.
Did you say wearing sushi?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah. No, that is culture.
Yes.
Okay? That's normal. It's just like, I guess England's got some weird stuff too. Men in tights, dancing around with a weird, what do you even call that? Like, looks like a sea urchin if it loses all its spines.
That?
You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about?
I hate that thing.
Yeah,
it's like made out of freaking tissue paper.
Yeah, that weird little like husk of a sea urchin thing that they wear around here.
What are they doing with that?
No idea.
And doing like the...
Yeah, exactly.
The little kicks?
Yeah, that little stuff. Yeah, anyway, so... Cultures are different.
Okay. Simo will have some explain to do for his search history later. You got me looking up like what's a pedophile and a freaking breast ladies.
Anyway, what I'm trying to get at here is let's get back to the video. Is that these guys are so racist that they don't allow this woman to wear a freaking kimono. Okay, they berate her, insult her, and kick her out of the park, a public park. So. But this is obviously not an isolated case.
No,
this happens a lot, okay? Remember, here's another one over here. Being berated by all these people. This poor girl just wants to get some photos taken.
Yeah.
Okay? That's a stifled shit society.
Yeah, for sure.
If you cannot express yourself and enjoy taking some photos as something you think is pretty.
For sure.
Of course, if it was something that was egregious and terrible, that's different. So this is the awful treatment of women who want to just dress in a kimono in China.
Yeah, we get it.
Yeah.
Shame.
Remember, they didn't let like a woman who was a waitress at a Japanese restaurant.
Yeah.
They didn't let her get a COVID test and forced her to leave because she was wearing her freaking uniform.
Her uniform.
Talk about like horrible xenophobia and whatnot.
What's the storyline here?
I mean, what is this bullshit?
外國友人要不要吃麵 ？What？ 知邊五愧，知邊五愧。Language。
一斤蘋果30。
做個房子。This。
With new energy, we can.
I'm in, Leonardo. I'm in. As if he would ever own this car. See his expression. He's like, "What is this piece of shit?
This is the worst
This
car
is the worst car I've ever driven."
Pepper on top, right?
It's a bit too much for me.
Wow, that's a little too much for me.
When I take a breath, you fill up my lungs. And if my mind works that